So, here's my passport. I just had to get it renewed, and I got it back. I don't know. I've had it a while now, several months, probably over 5 months. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Came in this envelope, and United Parcel Post. It was priority rate and all that kind of good stuff. I don't really see a date on it, but suffice it to say, I've had it for several months. And the date on it, where it was actually issued for me, is, hold on a second. The date of issue is November 2021. So, around that time frame, November, December, January, February, March, April. So, anyhow, in the process of renewing my passport, the State Department they told me I needed to send in some documents. One of those documents was my birth certificate, which I've had in my possession for many years. It's the original birth certificate. And they said they would send that document back in a, I think, certified package. I think about a month after receiving the passport. Now, obviously, I wouldn't be making this video if that were true. So I have not received my birth certificate, and I have tried to call, and email the State Department several times to try and get my birth certificate or find out what I need to do about it. Now, to replace your birth certificate, generally you go to your state, and my state being North Carolina, fill out some paperwork and send in a fee. You send in a fee. But I didn't lose my birth certificate. So anyhow, I am going to call them again today, and I'm going to video it. Because what happens is the paperwork that they give you at the State Department, they instruct you to email and call. But as you probably know, when you call a lot of government numbers, you cannot get a hold of a human person. And many of the questions that you have are not addressed by the questions that they put forth to you. Like, for instance, they tell me if I'm asking them about my birth certificate, their only response is this, or something like this: your birth certificate will be sent to you about a month after you get your passport. So what if it doesn't? There is no way to call and complain about that because you can't talk to a person. And every time you have a question about a birth certificate or a document that you sent to the State Department, the same answer: your document will be sent to you about a month after you receive your passport. There's no mechanism that I've found yet, no phone number to get through to, no email that anybody responds to. And so I'm curious to know how many people have had this experience. Anyway, I'm going to call them again today, and guess what? I'm going to record it. And so you'll get a picture of what I'm talking about. So, in a minute. So I'm going to call the State Department now, the number that they gave to call, and then I'm going to email them at the email address that they gave, which is travelstategov. Wait a minute, with visit the website travelstategov. And anyway, let's give them a call. Well, my phone just, you don't need to know my password. Okay, that's so.
Thank you for calling the National Passport Information Center. In a moment, you will be asked to choose from a menu that will enable us to route your call. For information in English, press 1. Para
Okay,
español, presione 2.
I'm in English, so there's one.
If you are traveling internationally within 2 weeks and need an appointment at an agency, or if you want to change or cancel an appointment you have made, press 1. If you have not applied for a passport and need information or need to report your current passport as lost or stolen, press 2. If you have questions about your passport application or your newly issued passport, press 3.
Okay, so none of those questions really apply, so I'm going to put 3 because I have questions.
If you are traveling internationally within 2 weeks and need an appointment at an agency, or if you want to change or cancel an appointment you have made, press 1. If you have not applied for a passport and need information or need to report your current passport as lost or stolen, press 2. If you have questions about your passport application or your newly issued passport, press 3.
Well, I just did that, and it just,
There are 6 options to choose from.
maybe I didn't.
Please listen and choose the option that applies to you. To replay the following menu at any time, press 7. For information about checking the status of your application, press 1. If you want to upgrade your application to expedited service or need to report a change of address, press 2. If you have received a letter from the Department of State, press 3. If your new passport was received and was damaged in transit to you, or if you have checked your status online, there is a tracking number provided, and it's been at least 1 week since it was issued, but you have not received it yet. Press 4. If you have received your passport and it printed wrong, or the information on the data page is incorrect, press 5. If you have received your passport but not your supporting documents, press 6.
Okay,
To
that's
repeat
me.
this menu, press 7. Your supporting documents are returned to you by first-class mail in a separate envelope from your completed passport card or book. These items usually arrive within up to 4 weeks of your completed passport product. If you pay for 1 to 2 day delivery on your passport book, it does not apply to your supporting documents. You may repeat this information by pressing 7, return to the previous menu by pressing 8, or hang up.
Okay. Those are your options.
Your supporting documents are returned to you by first-class mail in a separate envelope from your completed passport card or book.
And
These items usually arrive within up to 4.
if that doesn't happen for you, then what? Like I say, that didn't happen for me. I did not get my supporting documents. And that's the only recording or the only phone number that I've been able to find and the only message that they provide. So now what? Now I'm going to email them on their website. If there's an opportunity to do so, I'm going to do that, and we'll see what happens. I think we already know probably what's going to happen, but we're going to do it anyway, okay? And here are the first and the second email that I sent to the State Department. Whoop, whoop.